This is TW Battles doing multiplayer commentary for Napoleon Total War. I am playing France and my opponent is SS Hokutan Zodiac, commanding Great Britain. Let's take a look at my army. Cheval Lancers. A unit of Vaudegers, a skirmishing unit. The Artillery A Cheval. A unit of Old Guard, they are elite infantry. 5 units of Fusilier of Line. Here's my general staff. I did not bring a famous general, although my opponent did. Grenadiers of Line. Young Guard, another elite infantry unit. A second unit of Old Guard. Chasseurs. They're my light infantry unit. Another unit of Vaudegers. 6-inch howitzer. A unit of dragoons, and another unit of lancers. Okay, let's take a look at my opponent's army. I have never played Napoleon Total War against a human player, or any other Total War for that matter. So let's see how I do in my rookie debut. Okay, light foot unit, regular foot unit. The Connaught Rangers, 88th foot. A foot unit, the King German Legion foot. Another foot unit. Another King German Legion foot. I'll have to look them up. I'm not really sure what their characteristics are. Dragoons. General Staff. And they have Major General Picton. There were 2 units of dragoons there. 3 more foot units, a unit of foot guards, and 2 more skirmishing units, one of them rifles. Okay, here's me bringing my army up here. I'm going to call this my left. I really brought my army up in 2 different sections of the map, but the majority of my army here is on the left of the map there. Here I brought my dragoons across, and I didn't realize how far my opponent's rifle units had advanced forward. He was running them forward, so I did lose some of my horses there, but I was able to get them out of range pretty quick. There's some guys bringing up the rear there. Fortunately, they didn't get shot. Okay, so you could see my opponent is pushing up in the center there. There's a guy getting dragged through the water. I'm sure he didn't expect that when he suited up to fight this battle. But there he goes. That horse is running away from the battle, and he's had about enough. Okay, here's an Old Guard unit advancing up on my left. Here's a unit of Lightfoot. And they're going to sit there and wait for my units to get within range. And you can see there, by advancing out on that little peninsula there, it created a little bit of a, like only one area where I can advance my units to meet the enemy. So that's going to cause me some issues throughout this battle, but I think I do a pretty good job of dealing with that overall. You can see those rifles units firing on my Fusiliers of Line. See, I'm going to spin my Fusiliers around to get ready to exchange fire back once they get into range. See a couple of guys straggling behind there. I have an Old Guard and I believe a Young Guard unit there to face this one British unit. I'm going to get these guys into straight lines here, and you can see already this Lightfoot unit turning orange. They do have some, pretty good upgrades there, but they are in orange right now because they're getting fired on by 2 units without having any support of their own. Okay, finally I got my Fusiliers of Line in position here to exchange fire. You can see Great Britain starting to overload their right flank, my left. I did bring less units up on that flank, but I brought strong units up on that flank. I have 2 cavalry units, my dragoons and my lancers, and of course my Old and Young Guard. And I spun my Old Guard around to meet that other unit that was trying to get shots at me from the side. I'll continue to have my Young Guard fire on that light foot unit. I'm going to have to advance my old guard forward just a little bit to get them in range where they can fire on that other unit. You can see that hill's in the way there, so that really would obscure their ability to shoot there. Okay. You can see me quickly trying to get my units across and away from that choke point there and advance them forward. I haven't really played this map, I think just one other time, and I played from the other direction, so I didn't really realize what bringing my units on this peninsula would mean. But I also did believe that the British might attack me on their extreme left, on my extreme right, so I had to bring troops over to that area to meet that threat as well. But it turns out that the British are going to attack me pretty much down the center, so I had to move some of my troops around to get them into position. There's the King German Legion foot, exchanging some fire with my Fusiliers of line. You can see my old and young guard units exchanging some fire here. You see finally my young guard, my old guard unit did rout, and I'm in danger here because I have this unit right here firing on both, firing on my unit from the front and from the side. So I quickly rush my dragoons in here. This is a pretty depleted unit, and I knew my dragoons, being heavy cavalry with a great charge bonus, could get this unit to rout pretty quickly. So, doing what I can to protect my extreme left flank here. I'm going to advance my young guards forward a little bit. You can see I'm doing a good job of getting some of my other units into position here to exchange some fire. You can see here there was a bad overlap job by myself there of having my chasseurs and my fusiliers right there. I think I'm getting some friendly fire on my fusiliers unit there. Now you can see I'm doing what they were trying to do to me earlier. I'm getting some fire on both sides of this Connaught Rangers unit, and since I was able to get that unit to rout, I'm quickly going to take my dragoons and rush them into that Rangers unit. You can see they have very heavy upgrades there, 3 chevrons, and I wanted to see if I could take this unit out of the game early. So, and actually those are my Lancers. Sorry about that. I think I said they were dragoons, and they are doing a good job here in melee with this Rangers unit, and they're quickly going to get them to rout. So these Lancers are really doing their job, and they're kind of depleted, and they're over here anyhow. So I'm going to go ahead and harass some other British troops with that cavalry unit. See my chasseurs right here, exchanging some fire. My Fusiliers of line. And my old guard unit. Okay, you can see I'm still chasing down some of those routing infantry units. You see my old guard getting some shots there. So I've done a pretty good job of establishing some good strong lines here. You can see my artillery à cheval firing on some of those units. And I'm bringing across my Votigers, and all the way in the back there I have another Votigers unit, and there's my young guard that routed earlier. I'm going to be able to get them back into the battle. You can see a big melee fight in the center here. That is my old guard against a foot unit. In theory, my guys should get the better of that because it is an elite unit fighting a militia. I'm sorry, a line unit. We do have just about the same number of guys, so I do get that group to rout. You can see some good action there. You see this one guy the British left behind. Let's see what his fate is. Oh, he gets a bayonet right in the gut there, so he should have ran when his buddies did. Okay, so I'm going to spin my old guard around and get some shots on that British foot unit there. And you can see my Fusiliers of line are severely thinned out there, so I am bringing my Votigers unit across the water here. So I'm basically trying to hold the line and bringing units across the water when I really need them. So my Votigers are a skirmishing unit. They're able to get some shots from pretty far away there. You can see this King German Legion foot unit is going to charge my Fusiliers of line. An attempt in melee. It's a desperation charge there because they were severely depleted and just very close to routing, as is my
Our men
unit.
are running, sir.
And you can see my unit quickly chases them off. Here's my Fusiliers of the Line unit, getting some shots on the British unit there. Let's get a close-up look at these. These are a basic foot unit. Nothing too spectacular about them. You can see my Old Guard unit in another melee fight here with the another King German foot unit, and you can see that German unit is either the King German unit has either gained some chevrons, or I think they came to this battle with some upgrades. And I believe they got my Old Guard unit to rout. I'm bringing up my Vodagers and my Young Guard unit to help bolster my lines here.
Our men are running, sir.